Hello, 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 and thank you for visiting us over here at This Is It by Arts Crafts 734. Please, 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 please go visit the website artscrafts734.com. That's artscrafts734.com. I would like to say thank you again for visiting us over here. Also would like to say please subscribe, like this video, share this video, and turn that notification bell on so you will be notified the next time I upload a video. Today we will be making a potato, broccoli, bacon, and cheese soup. Delicious, delicious, delicious. As you can see, I do videos of crafts, family funs, hairstyles, baking, cooking, and just all types of videos. You'll like it over here. So stop back by and come visit us. So first, with our soup, we have 6 tablespoons of butter. You can use butter, margarine. I put the 6 tablespoons of butter inside a skillet. And as that is melting, I will add a half cup of onions. Put them in there, scrape out the container, make sure that all the onions are in there. And I'm gonna let this onions cook for probably about 1.5 to 2 minutes on medium high. And I keep kind of stirring it a little bit to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan and it doesn't burn. Now I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. If you got fresh garlic, go ahead and use it, girl or boy, whoever. But yeah, fresh garlic works just as well as the minced garlic. So I'm going to cook this, and I will say over and over again, do not overcook this. Do not let this burn. Do not turn your back on this because it will burn. Stir it and make sure that it doesn't burn. So now I'm going to add 32 ounces of the chicken broth. I'm using low sodium. You don't have to use low sodium. I use low sodium because of blood pressure issues. So that's the reason I'm using it. But I'll stir the chicken broth in. And now I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of celery seed. I'll put that in there. And then I'm going to add between a half a teaspoon and a teaspoon of salt. I use pink Himalayan salt. You can use whatever type of salt you want, but that's what I use. So about a half to 1 teaspoon of salt. And now I'm about to put in a half a teaspoon of black pepper. My black pepper is mixed together. I have a coarse black pepper and then a regular ground black pepper. So I mix the two together and I use that. And then I'm going to stir this up after I add the black pepper. Put the lid on for a little bit and let it boil. Let it come to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, then I'm going to add in a half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. You can also use a regular ground paprika and stir that in. After you stir it in, I'm going to add in a fourth to a half cup of cut up carrots. And I want to try to get that process going, getting it cooking so it can start getting soft. Now I'm going to cover it up with the lid and let it bring it to a boil, and then let it cook for about 5 minutes. And then now I'm going to add in 2 to 3 cups of diced potatoes, stir it up, and I rinse my broccoli off. So I'm using frozen broccoli. I use a 12-ounce bag. You can use between a 10 and a 12-ounce bag of frozen broccoli, but I always rinse my broccoli off. I'll stir it up and then put the top on there. And I'll cook that for 8 to 10 minutes or until your vegetables are tender. And boy, do it smell good already. So once I brought it to a boil, this is what it looks like once it's cooked a little bit, looking good, smelling good. I'm going to get a new pot. And in this new pot, I'm going to add 3 cups of cold milk, a tablespoon of butter, and 6 tablespoons of cornstarch. Again, a tablespoon of butter, 3 cups of milk, cold milk, and 6 tablespoons of cornstarch. Cornstarch mix well with cold items, so that's why you would use the cold milk. And then you're going to whisk. And then I'm adding my cornstarch now, which is the 6 tablespoons. And once I get all of this cornstarch, all my cornstarch in and my butter, I'm going to whisk it all together to try to get so the cornstarch can start to mix in with the milk. Whisk that pretty good. And now I'm going to add about a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm going to add that to it. Now make sure you guys, you have your cheese grated. If you're grating cheese, or if you're not grating cheese, make sure you got the pack of cheese open and ready. So I'm adding my heavy whipping cream, and then I'm going to whisk until it gets a thick consistency. You want the consistency of like a cheese sauce. So that's what it kind of looked like. Maybe like a little bit of watered down mashed potatoes. But like you see how it's swishing in the pan? You don't want it to be swishing in the pan. So it's getting thicker. And now it's at the consistency it should be. And I'm going to add cheese. So I'm using 4 cups of cheese. But I'm going to add between 1 to 2 cups of cheese at a time. And kind of melt that, and then add the rest of it, and then melt that. So that's what I'm doing. And just keep whisking, because you do not want it to stick to the bottom of the pan. If it sticks to the bottom of the pan, it's going to burn. And it does not, burnt cheese do not taste good. And it's not pretty. So I'm going to add some more cheese to it. So this is like 3 cups of cheese so far that I've added to the sauce. And you kind of get that where it's mixed in well and melted. And my arms are tired. And then I'm getting ready to add the rest of the cheese on the other cup. I'm going to mix that in. My hands tired, my arms are tired from stirring. And then I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. I added, sprinkled a little bit on top. And this is the coarse black pepper, so it's the grains are a little bit thicker. So I'm going to just stir that in and finish melting the cheese that I put in there. And it smells so good. It smells so good. And now I'm going to take those vegetables that I had and stir it up. And they were still cooking. They at the last probably minute and a half of cooking. And I'm going to add my cheese sauce to the vegetables, my broth, and all my seasonings. I'm adding the cheese sauce, and then I'm going to mix the cheese sauce up. Mix it with the vegetables. And after I mix it up, I'll probably let it sit on the stove and with the top on there for probably about another 1 to 2 minutes until it got to a boiling point with the top on, and just let it cook just a little bit more after I mixed it up. But if you're looking and seeing, I'm kind of mix it up really good. And it smells so good. It looks so good. I can't wait. Can't wait to take my first spoonful. But now I'm going to add my special ingredient. This is the bacon. Bacon bits, yes. So you can use 4 strips of bacon, 4 to 5 strips of bacon, and just crunch it up. Or you can use the bacon bits like you see me doing here. I had such a hard time finding bacon bits. I couldn't find any. I almost bought the strips of bacon, but I don't like frying bacon, so I just usually get bacon bits. So just stir that in, just like I did with everything else. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. It smells so good. Soon we're gonna be doing a giveaway. As soon as we make it to 50 subscribers, then I'll start a giveaway at 50 subscribers. So I'll let you guys know. I know I've been a little slow with uploading. I apologize for that, but I'm trying to get better with that. So now it's time to eat. I'm gonna scoop me up some in a bowl. Oh my goodness. And then I'm going to add some more cheese and some bacon bits. Voila. So creamy and just delicious. Just delicious. Enjoy. Enjoy.